Canary Street Press and HarlequinAudio present The Lost Book of First Loves by RaeAnne Thayne, performed by Vanessa Johansson. To everyone with a story trapped inside them, may you find the courage to write, the heart to share, and the joy of seeing your words set free. Chapter 1. Juniper. The day she died, Juniper Connolly had just finished firing her latest intern. For 3 weeks, June had tried to be as patient as possible. She loved mentoring other women, especially bright, creative women like Alison Wells. With a shiny new law degree but no practical experience, the woman had seemed like a good fit for the corporate development program at Move, Inc. On paper, she seemed perfect. An undergraduate degree in business, second in her class at the University of Utah Law School, accolades from multiple professors. Move, Inc. received hundreds of applications from recent graduates for their highly coveted internship program, with only a handful chosen each summer. Alison Wells' name had quickly risen to the top of the pile to be June's personal protege. She had high hopes that Alison would be another triumph, like her predecessor, who had gone on to take a prestigious position at Microsoft straight out of her internship. But after 3 weeks of the woman's blunders and missteps, June had to accept that Alison wasn't a good fit for the internship program. She had tried to be as kind as possible. June might have a reputation for brusqueness in her position as head of marketing at one of the fastest-growing tech innovation companies in the world, but she wasn't cruel. Still, June didn't see any value in wrapping the hard truth in pretty paper. "I'm sure you will agree that these past 3 weeks have been something of a disaster, from start to finish," she said, keeping her voice deliberately calm as she surveyed Alison over the wide expanse of her desk. Out her window on the 21st floor, she had a stunning view of the Seattle skyline and the water of Puget Sound beyond. It never failed to give her a rush of joy. "I didn't think it was a complete disaster," Alison said, her voice low and her eyes fixed on the hand-loomed carpet June's designer had assured her was the finest quality, straight from the souks of Morocco. An unmistakable note of hurt pierced the other woman's voice, like a splinter hidden beneath the skin. June sighed, wishing she could point out that was exactly what she meant. Alison needed to be more tough if she wanted to succeed in this fast-paced, cutthroat world at the top executive level. She could try to teach Alison how to run a meeting and ways to organize and inspire a team, but she couldn't help her grow a spine. The woman was nervous every time they were in the same room, even after 3 weeks. She hardly said a word, and when she did, she fumbled through her sentences, aiming most of her responses to the floor. "You have potential, Alison," June said as gently as she could manage. "If you didn't, I wouldn't have chosen you as my intern. I'm absolutely certain you will achieve wonderful things once you figure out what you want to do with your life. It's clear that life goal isn't working as an executive at Move, Inc." Was that relief she saw in the other woman's eyes? June couldn't quite tell. "Maybe not, Miss Connolly," she said after a pause. "I am a little lost when it comes to new technology. But I am grateful for the chance you gave me, even with the obvious holes in my base knowledge." "I appreciate you saying that." "The experience has been enormously educational. I've learned more than I can ever tell you, watching you in action." June wasn't entirely certain that was meant as a compliment. She started to answer, but before the words could emerge, she felt a sudden intense pain in her chest that stole her breath. She clutched at the monster pain ripping through her chest and uttered one imprecation she rarely ever used before she slid off her chair to the floor. Chapter 2. Alison. For a few brief, stunned seconds, Alison could only stare at Juniper.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?